Greetings everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the Weekly Challenges Guide. So, for those who are new to this series and may have never watched these before, the weekly challenges are a set of 5 races that go live Thursday night, Friday morning depending on your region. These usually consist of 4 races that can already be found in the game and depending on your progress may need to be unlocked, while the 5th one, the special event, is a race that is only available for that week. And the purpose of these guides is to give you an overview as to what these races have on offer. These can range from specific drivetrains, specific models, and from specific countries. So we kick things off with the Japanese FR Challenge 450. This is a 2-lap race at Suzuka circuit and requires a road car from Japan with an FR drivetrain. So as you scroll down, you can see the usual cars to expect from this race. And as for my particular choice, I'm going to go with a new car that was added in the update. That's the Mazda Spirit Racing Roadster 12R, the car we still don't have specs for quite yet. Anyhow, turns 1 and 2, 3rd gear, the S's taking its 2nd gear, all of them. As you power on Dunlop, a slight lift just to turn the car before you get to Degner, 3rd gear for the first part, 2nd for the 2nd part, and a best exit possible. Before you get to the hairpin, to 2nd gear, and carefully power out with how narrow it gets. Spoon curve, 3rd gear for the first part, and 2nd for the 2nd part. And you go down the back straightaway before you get into 130R, which will be 4th gear, depending on your setup. And the Casio triangle, 2nd gear, careful exiting on that 2nd part. Next, the World Rally Challenge. This is a 5-lap race from Sardegna Windmills. And this requires dirt tires and 700 performance points or less. So while this race does consist of Group B cars, and you can use a Group B car, you don't necessarily have to, just something that's 700 performance points and under. Now for me, of course, I've just decided to pull out an old favorite of mine that I actually haven't pulled out in quite some time, either for recording or privately. And that's the Ford Focus Group B rally car. So, I'm going to take off these snow tires that I had from the last time, put on the dirt ones, and off we go. So, turns 1 and 2, I want to do it in 3rd gear and power right on out of it. Same for turn 3, but when you get to turn 4, you can do it in 4th gear and basically just power right out of the corner. The power will carry you right through it. Turn 6, 3rd gear, point to the inside and power right on out of there. Turn 7, a slight lift just to make sure the car turns before you head to turn 10 or 3rd gear. Turns 11 and 12 will be in 2nd gear, again power out of those. And turns 13 and 14, lift and straighten before those bumps or else you'll hit those walls. Next, the Hypercar Parade. This is a 6-lap race from Dragon Trail Gardens and requires a road car, or in the case of some of the choices that you could use, in parentheses, road car. And that's because the two I'm about to show you, well, one of them I'm about to show you, while it is invite only, is very much a choice that's viable and effectively one of the only ways to win, and that's the Ferrari FXXK. So let's get to it. Turns 1, 3rd gear, on that curb as much as possible before you power right on out. Turns 2 through 4, 2nd gear, beware that sausage curb, it will throw you off. Turn 5, 2nd gear, touch the curb on the inside and gradually on the power as you exit. Turn 6 through 8, a series of 2nd gear corners there, be very careful how you set those up. Turns 9 through 12, 3rd gear, hold the throttle to a point at the exit of 12. And turns 13 and 14, 2nd gear, gradually power out. As usual, the recommended cars for this series are Ferrari FXXK and the Aston Martin Vulcan. Really no other choice. Next is a Group 1 prototype series. It's a 10-lap race from Grand Valley Highway 1 and features 7 times fuel use, 5 times tire wear. So here's the choice of tires and 950 performance points or less. So, obviously this features Group 1 cars primarily, and there's a light shortcut penalty, so be careful about that. Now you can use Group 1 cars, but as I've demonstrated on a previous one of these videos, you don't have to. You could use this, and I'll show you how. So turn 1, second gear. Turn 5 is also second gear once you get around those other turns in full throttle. Turns 7 through 10 are a series of second corners, lefts and rights, followed by turns 11 and 12, which are very long. Turns 13 through 15 go through a tunnel and also a series of second gear corners. And before you get to the bridge and under the tunnel and through the finish line, low tips. The SO23 is very viable, Toyota Honda, both work. Racing softs, surprisingly durable. And a no stop is very doable. Just short shift and coast into the corners and you'll be good till lap 10 where you can really let it go. And then the special event is the Skyline GTR 1 make. This time it's a one lapper at the Nurburgring Nordschleife and features, as the previous events did, every single road going model of the Nissan Skyline GTR. Not the R35, the Skyline GTR. So likewise, I will be using this Nismo R34 GTR Z-Tune. Tips to consider instead of corners. The tight corners, including the carousel, are always second gear, so try to remember that each time you come across these. The sweepers, the kind of fast parts, are usually third or fourth gear depending on your tune, so be mindful of that. Be mindful of your curb usage. Not all of them will help you turn. There are some like this, but not all of them will do that. And beware 3 jumps, 1 before fluke plots, 1 just before sliding crooks, and 1 just before the final quarter I completely forgot the name of. So that is it for this week. Hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, give it a like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to tick the bell icon so you'll be notified when this goes live Fridays at 2 p.m. So that's it for me, and I will see you guys in the next video.